Derrick Jaxn, the only man in human history to break a record where Jesus told him to cheat on his wife.
September of last year. But a lot has been said already about what was the cause and all that other stuff. Some of it is true, some of it is completely false. But the truth is, and I'm saying it here now, is that Derrick Jaxn was involved with other women outside the marriage.
Oh my.
So if you don't know who this fellow is, this chatty daddy over here, this swole Master P, hot 11 stepping daddy over here, pause. He's basically what you can call an anti-Kevin Samuels. If you don't know who Kevin Samuels is, you're probably living under a rock. Just type in Kevin Samuels or something. I'm too lazy to go download more clips. Anyways, he basically built a platform on being a guy who is, in a mature kind of guy who's supposed to be married to a lady, and this is what he's basically a relationship advice type of person. He has like a big old social media following, YouTube, Facebook, and all that other stuff. He's probably made like millions of dollars at this point on his relationship advice, and a lot of his content has been centered around him, you know, let me not say picking on guys, but pretty much pretty much exposing, not exposing dudes, I want to say that, but basically making an example out of guys who are in a relationship. People basically, he's like, oh yeah, this is the kind of guy you should date, and this is the kind of guy you shouldn't date. If he cheats, is this, and if he cheats, there's even a video circulating because Twitter is undefeated, the internet is undefeated. There's a video circulating about him where he's like, I don't have any sympathy for a guy who doesn't know how to control himself to not cheat on his wife type stuff, and it's all kinds of clownery on there. It's crazy.
Now, I'm saying this publicly, not because I'm, married to you guys. First and foremost, I'm accountable to God. Then I have to be accountable to my wife, in which we've already had this conversation. I've already told her literally everything. I've given her basically a roll call list. If I've said hello to a woman in the last 12 years of me knowing her, she knows about it. But
Yo, this man is holding her hand so tight over there. He's like, oh, please don't leave. She looks like she just woke up in the morning. He's like, hey, baby, we gotta make an apology video. They found out about my little, escapades that I've been getting up to. I mean, on the subject of cheating, to be completely honest with you, when it comes to these types of things, human beings are very flawed creatures. Not making an excuse for anybody, but it's actually very easy for a person to cheat on their spouse. Like, it's not a lot of effort at all. He's a good-looking dude. And this is another thing that what's his name, Kevin Samuels talks about, where again, a lot of people want these, I guess, what they call a high value man or whatever. He's a good looking guy. Like, there's nothing wrong with the guy, and there's nothing wrong with his wife either. But he's a good looking dude. He has a platform where he gets, I'm pretty sure he gets like tons and tons of attention from women every single day. He has probably a bunch of followers. Doesn't excuse what he did, but I'm saying these kinds of things, when you start to get into these things with these kind of high value men or whatever, it can play a part. At some point, people are going to slip up. If Jay-Z can cheat on Beyonce, who everybody thinks is like the goddess or whatever, anyone can cheat on anyone, man. But I think I kind of find it awkward how he's holding her hand in that clip. He looks like he's trying to keep it from running away. But hey. You're damn right. Hey, that's kind of a thing that happens all the time when people think, when people are fans of people, or they think like the person that they're a fan of is in trouble or something. They're trying to find out how they're doing or whatever. They're gonna send a bunch of messages. They're gonna try to see what's going on. They're gonna be like, hey, are you all right, and all this other stuff. I mean, they may or may not see, but the way she's talking about it, I guess she saw the messages and stuff, and people are like, oh, you need to leave and all this other stuff. To be completely honest with you, that's kind of up to the both of them. I don't really think it has to destroy the relationship, but if I'm looking at this from like a skeptical perspective of a of a part-time nihilist, is how I describe the way I'm thinking about this. It's like, I was watching a video. I think it was like again, I hate to do the Kevin Samuels thing again, but he was talking about how a lot of guys who have a lot of money, who are successful and have these big platforms, basically their wives know that they're cheating anyways, and they have these rules, which is basically like, as long as no one finds out, and you don't embarrass me out there, and it doesn't get on social media or whatever. In that case, that's how people, find out about this. It's all cool. It's all cool. Right? It's all good. When the way I'm seeing this is like, hey, maybe she already knew this was going on, to be honest with you, and the only reason why they're addressing it is because this person, apparently the person leaked this or some crap like that or whatever. Again, I didn't do too much research. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, man, who knows? Maybe it's like that, or maybe this is just it's a genuine apology, which again can be a possibility. People can change, you know. Twitter is having like a field day with this. You already know how the internet is. This person was like, me reading all the Derrick Jaxn slander. It makes sense that all his videos were done in the car. He was either done, he was either done cheating or going to cheat. I'm freaking done. This guy makes a screenshot and he's like, this is like the Spider-Man meme, the Uno reverse type thing. He's like, Derrick Jaxn, the man Derrick Jaxn warned me about. I guess the moral of this story is the moral of the story. I mean, it just goes to show you, like, don't believe everything you see on social media. Like, there's a bunch of girls on Instagram and Twitter right now acting like they just, like, a loved one just died or something when they found out that this guy, wasn't the person they put him on the pedestal at. And there's nothing wrong with that. People are gonna freak out when they find out, they believed in facade or whatever. But that literally is what all of social media is. A lot of people on there don't post real stuff. It's all just the happy stuff. Like, there are people who are on social media who post vacation pictures while they're clocking in to go on their job, and then there's some poor sod and the other end viewing that going, oh man, I wish I was on vacation. They're always on vacation or whatever. I mean, take things in with a grain of salt. Sometimes be a little skeptical about something. Well, not be skeptical, but you know what I'm saying. Use your own brain sometimes and not put people on the pedestal. And yeah, till next. I think that's where I'm gonna end it, to be honest with you. Thanks for watching the video. To the 5 people who watched it. Until next time. Yeah. Don't cheat on your wife, or cheat on her. I really don't care. Bye.